All right, hello, aloha. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're happy. Welcome to Loa Zen Yoga. My name's James. I'll be your guide today. We're going to do a power yoga flow. So make yourself comfortable. Make sure you have a good space. I have my fingers on my ceiling. You may too. That's okay. You got a mat, you got a towel, you got maybe a blanket or props that you may need to use, like blocks, maybe a chair or a wall, a strap. Uh, Incorporate props into your practice so that you understand what you may need and what you may not need inside your practice, okay? When you pause in those moments, you learn to grow. So make a comfortable seat. Easy pose is always a great place to begin. A little cross-legged position. I like to sit on a pillow and a blanket to make myself comfortable. You got to learn how to make yourself comfortable in each of the postures. As each posture we do is, in essence, meant to be a comfortable seat. Now, if any time you're in a posture and you're uncomfortable, or that discomfort of mind or body starts to enter your space, know that that is when you're practicing. You're realizing where to pause and bring optimism. Pause in that optimism, and you'll start to notice, oh, I can be comfortable here. If I just breathe out a little more, I can become confident here if I just breathe in a little more. If I watch my breath, I can learn to surrender. All these things are possible, and make them open and possible for you, because where you're going in your practice is completely 100% your choice. There are multiple ways to follow a certain series, and all of them are fantastic. But you're not any of those people. Like, you're not me. You got to make sure that you're confident and comfortable in yourself. So if you're thinking that you want to be like another person, you're kind of you're going against yourself. So again, you got to pause in that moment, and that's the practice. Pause and find that optimism. Pause in that optimism, and you start to grow. You start to notice where you can grow. And this is where ahimsa can be the greatest restraint of a practice, the non-harming of oneself. Giving yourself time to find that space that's comfortable. It may take a long time. We hold on so hard, such a good grip. We're like a dog bearing down on their favorite pull toy. And that will eventually harm us. So the willingness to surrender doesn't have to just be let it go, drop it like a mic. You can willingly soften. And what we learn to do that with is the breath. You can allow yourself to let an exhale out slower or faster than you're used to. Because when you become conscious of it, then you get to practice with it. You don't get to be able to play Lean on Me by Bill Withers on piano just in one day. You have to go through the aches and pains in your pinky and your knuckles and your fingers and wrists. As you work on it, maybe 10 hours, 20 hours, might take more. This is the same thing here. But time constraints ain't a problem. Those may cause you to be a little cynical, pessimistic. That is not what we want. Instead, pause in that moment. That's your practice. Pause in optimism for a moment and think of what is good, what's gonna go good, where in your mind and body you're gonna element that union. Now, if you're here, I appreciate you. Thanks a lot for being here. We'll be going through, I'd say it's going to be about 75 minutes of practice. So focus on what you need in this practice. If you're with somebody else, say hello. It's always good to elevate energy. If you're with an animal, it can do the same thing. And I know this isn't the same as studio, but all of that is just a mindset. So maybe there's a practice there. Pause in that moment and be optimistic about this, about you creating the energy you would have in a studio. Because the energy you have in a studio and this energy you have in your space right now is all the same energy if you decide Pause in that optimism of that possibility. And that is what I am doing here, teaching you. I know this isn't the studio, and so I'm elevating my energy to hopefully cultivate and share that same thing across the camera. So if you need some music for the next hour and a half, go ahead and turn some on. You can put this on a screen or put me on my voice on to elevated volume. I think the first time I heard this was the other day, so it does sound pretty good. If it's good for you, excellent. We'll get set up in our body and our mind and our intention and our breath. And every moment you can stop to be optimistic with yourself, your practice, where your journey's going. That's important because it could be a single moment that just changes the rail. Shifting that rail may bring you to an easier way. Shifting that rail may lead you away from danger. Let's be clear. If you are ever feeling in any way pain in any posture, that is a no-go path. Change that rail immediately, back out, start over. That's why we start these postures again and again and again, because we want to get that entrance right so that we can grow in comfort over time as we stay in that posture for longer periods of time. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. Everyone is capable of finding their physical yoga practice, mental yoga practice, and breath yoga practice. And all this is possible by just stepping into yourself, stepping into your mat, stepping into a space, stepping into this video. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. If you're in cross-legged position, easy pose, bring your hands to your knees. Try to wiggle around so you feel your sits bones just beneath your hips. Now extend your spine and extend your arms. Take a deep breath in. And then a slow exhalation. Let your breath be your breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Already you might feel discomfort there in your back. Breathe in. That's okay. That's good. So that's the practice. You'll find comfort soon. And again, breathe out. Seal your lips and create a light constriction in the back of your throat. You can hear the sound this breath creates. Now relax your tongue, keep your lips sealed, and exhale out your nose. Do you hear the sound of your breath? Breathe in. Breathe out. Mucus will clear out. Be optimistic. When that happens, it coats it, creating a smooth inhale and exhalation. The sound still available. This is known as Ujjayi, or Conqueror's Breath Restraint. This sound is helping us strengthen our throat and diaphragm muscle. Helping in the overall passageway. Concentrate on parameters for your breath. So inhale, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. And exhale, count down from 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now let's extend that a little bit. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, count down. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can extend it more if you'd like or shorten it. Good. Now let's set our intention. Inhale. Imagine the number 3. Exhale, relax. Inhale, imagine the number 2. Exhale, relax. Inhale, 1. Now imagine you're holding an orange in the palm of your hand. Place this orange in the back top part of your skull. Let it hover 3 inches from that point and see yourself sitting there. And give yourself love and kindness. Set yourself an intention around pausing in the optimism inside the practice when you can allow it and find it. And no judgment when it's not available. You're going to be great. When it comes to pausing and optimism in any moment, there's a certain feeling that comes across the body. That's what we want to connect to. That is where we're pausing inside of. When you know a feeling, you can create that feeling and frequency over and over again. The body is a tower, a receptive tower. Let's begin. Child's pose, move in your own way in your practice today. There's no right way. There's only your way. Be certain about it. Plant your palms at the top of your mat. Big toes to touch at the bottom of your mat. Separate your knees as wide as your mat. Sit back as deep as you need. You do not have to match my body. Be sure you listen to your body. Be optimistic where you're going. Let your forehead down. It can feel good to rock your forehead left and right. Feels good to walk your fingers to the top right of your mat. And then the top left of your mat. Maintain your focus on breath. Come back to center. Rise up to tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. You can walk your hands in one length, shoulder width, and stack your hips over your knees. Again, hip width, so you can walk your knees in underneath your hips. Eyes of your elbows point in, root through your palms, spread your fingers. Exhale, lock in your core. Feels good to tuck your toes for a stretch of your calf. Then untuck your toes for a stretch of the foot and ankle. Excellent. Then relax. Inhale, drop your belly and trace your gaze up. Lift your hips and shoulders, roll back. Cow pose. Slowly tuck your chin, curl in. Cat pose. Look at your belly button as the mid-back of your body lifts. Inhale, cow. Trace your gaze. Be gentle. Be loving. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Tabletop. Walk your hands one hand length forward each. You do not need socks. You can keep them if you like socks. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Bend your knees. Allow your shoulders to support you. Breathe here. You can always bend your elbows a little. Gaze forward. Walk, step, hop to the center of your mat. Ragdoll, fold forward. Feet are hip width wide. Let your torso fall between your inner thighs. Just like child's pose, sway side to side. Good stretch for the quads and thighs. Breathe, let your head fall. Shake yes, shake no. Heel toe your feet together or as close as you need. Set your foundation. Release your fingers and roll up to standing at attention. Thumbs at heart. Feel your heart beat without resistance. Hey there, heartbeat. You're doing fantastic. Exhale, release your hands down, open your shoulders, palms out. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up, soften your shoulders down, root your feet to your mat. Extend through your arms. Lock in your core. Lengthen just a little more. One more breath in. Palms together. Exhale, back bend. Open your palms towards the ceiling. Fall back. Root your feet down and cactus your elbows. Elevate your chest and relax your fingers. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Rotate your left palm towards the ceiling. Clasp your left wrist with your right thumb and pointer finger. Allow your shoulders to drop. Inhale with the clasped wrist, half moon. Extend to your right. Breathe here. Inhale, rise. Switch your hands. Take an opposite wrist. Rotate your right palm to the ceiling. Draw your shoulders down. Clasp wrist. Half moon to your left. Breathe here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward, hands to your center. Push your palms together behind your calves and fold forward. Bring belly to thighs, straighten your legs through time. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your shoulders down your back, extend your spine and gaze down. Root your soles to your mat and feel your core engage. One more breath in. Lift your heels, ball pose, fingers to mat. Exhale, bend your knees, round down. Wrap your arms around your shins. Clasp opposite elbow. Let's go through that twice. Exhale, heels down, fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend, pose. You're getting better. Look at that. Good for you. Inhale, mountain pose. Now, not clasp wrist, but half moon to send your right elbow to the right. Easier in and out. Inhale, rise. Palms touch. And exhale to send your left elbow, half moon to your left. Excellent job. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. We'll do the same on the last series, third round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose, round down. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Send your right elbow, half moon to your right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, descend your left elbow, half moon to your left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose. Take one more breath here. Exhale, heels down, fold forward, root through your soles. Inhale, power chair. Sweep your arms up, draw your shoulders down, and root down again. Breathe here. Power comes from within. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose, plant your palms. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, half plank, bend your elbows. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders over wrists, flex your thighs. Exhale, downward dog, lift your hips, tuck your toes. Breathe. Oops. One more cycle here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Pause here. Level your hips. Level left heel pivots to the floor. Warrior two, rise up. So be sure you start with level hips. This will give you an optimistic view of how your spine stacks. Breathe. We want it to go straight up. Gaze back. Left hand's jaw height. Gaze forward. Right hand same height. Breathe here. Relax your shoulders. Gaze over your middle finger. Now your whole body is connected, so it's all one thing. So make sure everything is in your awareness, or at least best your ability. You can do it. You'll get there. You'll get there. Gaze back, flip your palms, side or ceiling. Inhale, reach through your right arm, maintain your lunge, good stretch for your inner thigh. Right hand down, wrist in front of your knee, left hand high, bent knee triangle. You can go deeper to extended side angle based on your extension between your legs. Hence the extended part. Exhale, gaze down, root through your feet. Inhale, reverse warrior. Follow your right hand up, maintain your lunge. Level hips is important. Left hand behind low back, a half bind, opens your left shoulder, gives a good stretch. Relax your shoulders to extend your neck. Be kind to yourself. Exhale, windmill down, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Pause to level hips. Pivot your right heel down. Warrior two. Rise up. Again, you can always check hips level. Root your feet. Hands are jaw height. Check them both. Relax your shoulders. Breathe here. Gaze over your front middle finger. You will be able to settle into comfort. Exhale, gaze back. Flip your palms to the wall or ceiling. Inhale, reach. Bent knee triangle. Or if you are extended enough, extended side angle. Left hand down. Right hand up. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Follow your left hand up. Add in a half bind for a good shoulder stretch. Breathe here. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill down, plant your palms. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Gaze forward. Hop or step to the center of your mat. Fold forward. Inhale, power chair. Another breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose. High plank, inhale. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Level hips. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bent knee triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bent knee triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Gaze forward, fold. Inhale, power chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow. Right leg high, inhale. Low lunge. Warrior two. Bent knee triangle. Reverse warrior. Low lunge. High plank. Half plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left leg high. Knee to elbow. Left leg high. Low lunge. Warrior two. Bent knee triangle. Reverse warrior. Low lunge. High plank. Half plank. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Have a seat if you need to. Grab a sip of water. Should be sweating a little bit and feel a little warm. That's a good thing. Give me just one moment. Thanks for being here. So hopefully you got a little sweat on your brow. That feels really good. A very important part of keeping the body in homeostasis, or at least setting the body up to create homeostasis. And if you don't feel like you know what that is, or you don't feel like your body can get to that space and that state, you can, okay? It definitely can. So it wants to be there, all right? So back to, we are holding ourselves back because our body wants to be healthy. It wants to give us health. It wants to show us the way to health. It wants to show us the way to happiness. It wants us to be happy. But something in us says the opposite. And so in your practice, it's an opportunity, an awesome opportunity to pause in optimism. Because this is the restraint of ahimsa. When you notice you're about to harm yourself, you may just change the track. Go towards a place that says, oh no, I'm optimistic about that. I see something growing. I know I'm learning something. I know something's coming from this. That's what you got to keep remembering. If you keep coming back and practice on your own journey in your own way, you're going to find those results. You're going to find those things of growth. You're going to notice these tiny little increments of change. And the tiniest of increments is all we need to see here. The subtle body is what we're practicing. The awareness of all this macro stuff is already there. But what if you could feel the energy of what's inside that stuff from in here? That's what we're talking about. So let's find a little bit deeper level of that. You know, this is a hard one for me too. Being optimistic about my future is also just the same struggle. So as a full-time primary caregiver for somebody, you got to make sure you find your balance of happiness and well-being. There must be some sort of, willingness to just be that way every once in a while and not succumb to constant struggle. But know that if I just go with the flow a little bit here and there, some will turn around, some will actually come out of it, some better. So let's get back into it. Comfortable seat, welcome to it. To extend your spine. Reset the orange in the back, top part of your skull, set your mind. Bring the soles of your feet together. Konasana, bound angled legs, soles of feet to touch. It's also known as a butterfly stretch. You can bring your heels closer to your tailbone. Push the soles of your feet together. Hands underneath your pinky toe in the cup. Let your knees fall. Lead your heart and chest forward and draw your shoulders down. Now you can reconnect to your breath. Inhale. 4 counts, exhale. And hear the sound of your breath. Inhale. Exhale. You may notice as you breathe, your body moves. Start to be aware of how it moves. Each posture will show you a new light. Hands to your ankles, lean back. Keep the soles of your feet together and then hover your feet off your mat. Konasana boat, release your hands. Close your knees. Boat pose, hands behind your knees optional. Elevate your chest, heels level with your knees. You can straighten one leg at a time if you want to practice that. And switch. And try both. And release your hands. Breathe into it. You can do it. We all shake, it's okay. Boat pose. Egg pose, wrap your arms around your shins, take your time. Tuck your chin, curl in. Squeeze as tight as you can, breathe. Playfully rock and roll 3 times. Third time, cross your legs, roll over high plank. Move in your own way. Move in your own way. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Pause here with level hips. Crescent lunge, bring hands to hips. Root your right foot down. Feel your left quad flex. Breathe. Lengthen your spine. Reach your arms overhead. Breathe here. Hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward. Place your right hand on top of your right knee. A revolved lunge. Lunge. Plant your left palm inside your right thumb. Inhale, reach your right hand high. Exhale, low lunge. Heel toe your right foot out. Runner's lunge, step your right foot up outside your pinky toe. You can just send your back knee or keep it lifted. Open your right hip any way you feel confident. Lower to your forearms if it feels comfortable. Connect to your breath. I went for a run yesterday, so this feels really good. If you went down, plant your palms again, tuck your back toes under. Inhale, high plank. Send your heels left. Exhale, side plank, root into your left palm. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, high plank. Hand through heart, center. Inhale, reset. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Pause for a moment, level hips. Imagine the crescent lunge. Allow it to take shape, hands to hips. Breathe here. Arms overhead and extended spine. Relax your eyes. Relax your tongue. Be optimistic, it'll occur easier and easier the more you practice. Yes, it's true. Breathe here. You'll always learn something new. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hinge forward, left hand to the top of your thigh. Right palm to the inside of your left foot. Thumb near thumb. Just kidding. Revolved lunge. Left hand high. Breathe here. Low lunge. Plant your palm. Runner's lunge. Heel toe your left foot out. Step your left foot up. Outside your left pinky. Breathe here. Open your hip. Option to send your knee. Lower your forearms. Your choice. Breathe here. If you're like me and this pose opens up emotions, that's okay. Emotions are natural. They're happy to happen. Let them happen. We need to work through them, not stop them. You can let them happen. Breathe here. Plant your palms. Tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank. Send your heels to the right. Exhale, root to your right palm. Side plank. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, high plank. Reset. Breathe in. Half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze forward. Hop or step to the center of your mat and fold. Inhale, power chair. Breathe here. Exhale, hands to heart. Root through your feet. Inhale, hinge forward. Keep your hips the same. Exhale, revolve chair. Left elbow outside your right knee. Breathe here. Your knees are in line with each other. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, power chair. Exhale, hands to heart, level hips, root down. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, revolve chair, right elbow outside your left knee. Knees in line with each other. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe here. Plant your palms in a push-up position. Stack your knees on your elbows, triceps, or armpits. Breathe, gaze forward, elbows over wrist the whole time, crow pose. Lift your toes up, breathe here. Lower to a fold. Ragdoll. Feet hip width wide.
Hands to feet pose. Lift your right palm out. Slide your palm underneath. Lift your left. Do the same. Breath in to leverage. Breath out, fold deeper. Release one hand at a time. Heel toe your feet together. Fold forward. Roll up. Standing at attention. Figure four pose. Root your left foot down. Lift your right heel above your left knee to the figure four. Then bend your left knee. Level your hips. Sit down slow. Hands may remain at heart. Or you can hinge forward. Move out your ankle and toes if any tension resides. Find your level again, modify. Be optimistic about your level. Time will grow any posture to comfort. Breathe. You have to be patient. Pause in optimism, and that current will take you there. Rise up. Once you're angry or frustrated, you block your path. Release. Reach your right foot down, figure four. Lift your left foot over your right knee. And there's the number 4 in your legs. Bend your leg, right knee. Sit down slow. You can keep hands at heart, or you may hinge forward. Forearms to shin. Breathe here. Level your hips. Connect your breath. Hear the sound of Conqueror's breath restraint. Rise up. Plant down. Shine your palms, standing one leg forehead to knee. Level one. Reach your left foot. Lift your right knee. Breathe. We're going to modify and add in a small twist. Place your left hand to the front of your right knee. Reach your right hand back. You can do this. Inhale, return through center. Release your right foot down. You'll grow into that, so then you can look at your left back thumb. Lift your left knee to 90 degrees. Breathe here. Bring your right hand to the front of your knee, just below. Reach your left hand back. Breathe here. You can do it. You're doing great. Return. Release. Standing bow pulling pose. Inhale, open your right palm facing up. Capture the arch of your right foot from the inside or out. Knee in, or elbow in. Reach your left arm high, gaze up. Pull your foot back. Let gravity kick back. Breathe here. Reach up, create a bow in your body. Inhale, rise. Stronger your bow, the more steady your bow, the smoother your arrow flies through the air. Inhale, open your left palm, face up. Exhale, capture the arch of your left foot from the inside or the out. Inhale, right hand high, gaze up. Pull your foot back and let gravity kick back. Breathe here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, standing at attention. Release. Whatever you want to get done in a practice, know that you will. You'll get there. Anything you ever want to learn, know that you can. You'll get there. Tree pose. Kickstand. Reach your left foot down. Calf. Bring your thigh to your foot to your inner thigh. This is similar to a half konasana. Breathe here. Push the sole of your foot on your adductor. Extend your spine. Level your hips. Hands to heart. Or grow your branches. Breathe here. Inhale, return your hands to heart. Release your right leg. Exhale, lower your right foot. Tree pose, right side. Root your right foot down, lift your left heel. Calf or inner thigh. Level your hips. Hands to heart or extend. Be yourself. Yourself is the best person there is. Just try to find that current energy to confidently be that person all the time. That cliche, the person we know we are. You can do it. You can be them. You can be yourself. Hands to heart, return. Left leg releases. Exhale, lower. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend pose. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, half moon to your right. Inhale, mountain, be gentle. Exhale, half moon to your left. Be playful. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ball pose. High plank, inhale. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior one stance. This is in your left heel. Keep hips square to the front of your mat level. Big stretch for the calf. Hands to shoulder height. Then reach your arms overhead. Relax your shoulders down. Breathe here. Great one to finish off a good stretch from a good run. If you don't go on runs, get it to a mile run twice a week. Feels really good. The first few months are a struggle, but it does get easier. Inhale, lift your back heel, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Send your hips back. Full triangle. Inhale, reach through your right arm. Once you stop, exhale, right arm down, left hand high or behind low back for a half bind. Gaze up. Inhale, rise. Star pose. Reach out. Watch your diaphragm muscle. Relax your shoulders in. Breathe here. Watch your diaphragm again. Heels in, toes out. Palms together. Exhale, horse pose. Bend your knees, hands to heart center. Breathe here. Now your stance is up to you. So if you want to go lower, you can. This is good for me today. Bring your hands to heart. Let's check in with the inner thighs. All the tendons and ligaments that move through the legs. Lift your right heel. Breathe. Lower your right heel down. You can do this. If you don't want to, don't do it. Lift your left heel. Everything's okay. Lower your left heel, lock your core, lift both heels. There you go, breathe here. One more cycle, you can do it. Lower your heels down. Inhale, star. Excellent. Tee out your arms, parallel your feet to one another. Extend. Hinge at your hips, hips over arches. Extend through your arms. Fold forward, wide-legged forward fold. Grab the outside of your feet. Optional to stay on your ankles or calves. You can slide your fingers underneath the outside of your heels. Just like any other fold, leverage and breathe. Breathe and fold. If you did nothing in the practice but let the pose do itself, you'll learn everything you need to know about how to get in and out. That takes a lot of surrender. Inhale, halfway lift, rise up. Exhale here. Inhale all the way, palms touch. Heel toe your feet closer. Wide-legged separate leg, forehead to knee. Pivot to your right, to the top of your mat. Lengthen up, inhale, extend. Tuck your chin. Think optimistic like a dolphin. Curl your fingers forward, dive in like a dolphin. Forehead to knee, chin to chest. Breathe here. One more cycle. Palms together. Rise up. Breathe. Inhale, reach. Toppling tree, hands to low back. One fist. Inhale, lift your chest, gaze, and heel. Hinge at your hips. Breathe here. Standing splits, hands to mat, left heel high. Low lunge, step back, plant your palms. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior one. Level hips, right heel down, about 45-degree angle there. Hands to hips. Set your foundation first. Extension in this posture is over time. So be kind. If you need to stay in a smaller extension, that is perfectly fine. Breathe here. Remember, pause and optimism. That is a great way towards kindness. Breathe here. Kindness towards oneself can lead to kindness towards others. Inhale, lift your back heel, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, triangle. Send your hips back. Inhale, reach through your left arm until you stop. Left hand down, right hand up. Breathe here. Rise up, star pose. Watch your diaphragm muscle. Horse pose. Star pose. Parallel your feet to one another. Tee out your arms. Separate leg forward fold pose. Inhale, halfway lift. Rise up. Palms touch overhead. Latch your thumb. Step your feet closer together. Wide-legged, separate leg, forehead to knee. Pivot to your left, to the top of your mat. Extend. Inhale, lengthen. Lock your jaw, chin to chest. Dive in like a dolphin. Breathe, forehead to knee. Optional. One more breath here. Palms return together. Rise up, breathing. Inhale, reach to the sky. Toppling tree, hands to low back, one fist. Opposite interlace. You can do it. Lift your chest, gaze, and heel. Breathe here, hinge at your hips. Hands to mat, standing splits. Right heel high. Low lunge, step back, plant your palms. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, half plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left. Gaze over your right shoulder. And gaze forward, lift. King's pigeon. Hands to heart. Breathe here. Then lower your forearms. Sleeping pigeon. Extend your breath here. Comfort first, depth and time. You may find that becoming comfortable in a posture will take a long time, and then therefore you'll find depth and you'll become comfortable. Inhale, plant your palms. You can do that. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist, half pigeon. Gaze over your left shoulder. Gaze forward and lift. King's pigeon. Hands to heart. Breathe here. Make the decision to breathe. The breath unlocks everything in a yoga practice. Sleeping pigeon. Your breath is the hidden key and secret to all of it. You'll be able to breathe better. But it really is open to the kindness you allow yourself to receive from yourself. And that's optimism. Plant your palms, tuck your back toes, downward dog. Inhale, high plank, lower to your belly. Low cobra pose, big toes touch, long cobra tail. Exhale your air and point your elbows up. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Pull your elbows back, little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, lower down. Release your arms to your sides and gaze right. Chin to mat. Tee out your arms. Full locust. Exhale your air. Inhale, lift everything up. Breathe here. Exhale, lower down. Arms to your sides, gaze left. Inhale, relax. Chin to mat. Floor bow. Final spine strengthener. Bend your knees. Reach, capture 1 foot at a time. Roll your shoulders back. Kick into your hands. Inhale, lift. Breathe slow. Observe the movement. Exhale, lower. Release kindly. Windshield wipe your legs or let them let go. Hands under shoulders. Tabletop. It's always okay to push back. Child's pose. And come forward. Then back. Then forward. And then back. One more time. Forward. And then back. Come back up to table. Bring your inner thighs, knees together. Sit onto your heels. Hero's pose. Tuck your toes and stretch your toes. Feels good or it hurts. Either way. Try to be kind, optimistic. Untuck your toes. That it will feel good someday. Separate your heels, fixed firm. You can sit right down into your heels. Or straighten up, then sit down. Which one feels best to you based on probably your body. Knees together, heels separate, sit low. You can use gravity to get your glutes to the ground. They may be touching. If they do, walk to your palms. If they don't, you can still walk to your palms. Can't go any lower though if they don't touch the ground. So shoulders wide, breathe. Relax your tongue. Walk yourself back up, plant your palms, stretch your ankles any way you want to move them. High plank tabletop is great for your knees. High plank or down dog, great for your knees. Stretch, breathe here. Pedal out your legs if that feels good. Return to your knees, sit onto your heels. Inner thighs touch. Connect, engage them throughout. Half tortoise pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Flat back, shoulders down. Exhale, hinge forward. Breathe in, extend again. Belly to thighs, exhale, fold. Thighs still strong, pinky fingers to ground, palms together. Maybe your forehead meets the earth. Breathe into this posture to extend. Ungrit your teeth. Inhale, rise. You'll understand half tortoise when removing pose comes up later. Release your hands. Separate your knees, standing on your knees. Camel. 6 inches between your knees. Hands to low back, skin to skin can calm down the brain. It's all connected. Licking your lips can also help. If fabric is between your skin, it may still block the energy current and up the anxiety, but know that you can always calm yourself down. Know that you can pause and that optimism. Trace your gaze up. It's a good feeling. Inner thighs lift, elbows back. Trace your gaze further till your head falls. Breathe here. Start with your eyes and trace a line back up. Then your head will follow. Rise up. Sit down onto your heels. Inner thighs together. Rabbit pose. Fingers drop to your arch. They're there as a hinge so you don't somersault forward to block you from that
rolling forward feeling. Lengthen up, chin to chest. Curl in, rabbit pose. Lift your hips. Your hands are there. You feel it. Breathe. Sit down and then roll up. Send your feet out in front of you, seated one leg forehead to knee. Right leg out, left foot in, sits bones down. Inhale, arms overhead. Turn over your right foot, capture your foot, include your thumb. Gaze forward, breathe, forehead to knee. Inhale, rise up. Switch your legs, left foot out, right foot in. Inhale, extend, turn, and fold over your left leg. Basket grip, include your thumb, gaze forward, breathe, forehead to knee. Inhale, rise. Both feet out in front of you. At any point in time, if your yoga practice feels like it's getting difficult or hard to get into and do, well, just be optimistic that you are going in the right way. You're on the right path. Reach your arms overhead, especially to health in the body and mind. Fold forward, because when it comes to that, all the body wants you to do is move, breathe, and be a part of it. All the other stuff comes naturally from that. All the stuff we expect or anticipate to come out of it, a practice, will naturally draw itself out. So stay optimistic. Pause in each pose and learn from it. Learn from yourself. You're an infinite untapped vessel, we'll find. The same amount of optimism inside. Inhale, rise. You don't have to be an optimistic to have optimism. Fall back. Everything already exists. Bend your knee into your chest. Basket grip your shin. Half wind removing pose. Pull your right knee around your hip, down into your armpit. Hips and shoulders stay level. Breathe in. Squeeze. Breathe out. Release your ankle and toes. Supine twist with an extended left arm. Pull your right knee across your body. Shift your left hip under your right hip. They'll stack. Extend out your arms to a T. Lengthens your upper back. Relax your shoulders to lengthen your neck. Gaze over your right shoulder, tip of your thumb. And breathe here. Surrender your body to your breath. You can do it. Inhale back to center. Switch out your legs. Bend your left knee, half wind removing pose. Pull your knee into your armpit. Basket grip your shin. Squeeze, breathe. Release your ankle and toes. Supine twist. Extend your right arm. Pull your knee across your body. Shift your right hip under left hip so they stack. And extend to your upper back. Tee out your arms. Extend to your head and neck with relaxed shoulders. Gaze over your left. Tip of your thumb. Inhale back to center. You can always move in your own way. When you feel balanced, lengthen both legs, arms overhead. Keep your toes touched. Bend your knees. Double when removing pose. Remember the tortoise. Wrap your arms around your shins. Keep your spine flat. Breathe here. Rock left and right. Feels good. Legs up the wall pose. Happy baby. Reach for your inner arch. Pull your knees down towards the ground. Heels over knees. You can grab the front of your shins if you need to. Breathe here. Rock left and right if that feels good. Still conquer your breath. Draw your knees into your chest, forehead to knees. One last time. Shavasana, 55 breath cycles. Extend your legs. Use your breath. Extend your arms and fingers. Palms face the ceiling. Be completely connected to your conqueror's breath restraint, full body strength. Optimistic that Shavasana is the hardest pose, but the most beneficial posture. Every posture is inside Shavasana, so you'll learn every muscle can be engaged. Breathe. Relax either one muscle of your choice or relax your tongue only, and watch your breath. Everything else in your body will begin to relax on its own time as you observe your breath. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Wiggle your toes, wrists, knee, toes, ankles, fingers, wrists. I had a moment of out-of-body experience there. I fell asleep around breath 30. Bend your knees into your chest. Reach your arms overhead. Fetal pose, wherever you want to gain from your practice. It's in Shavasana. Be optimistic about that. Pause in Shavasana after every practice and really let yourself go. Easy pose. Eyes can still be closed, cross-legged. Breathe. Hands on your knees. Extend your spine. Optimism is a connection between mind and body to understand that everything's going to be okay. And this connection between body and mind is something that's always happening. So always being in optimism is a possibility, but I don't expect it. Just find optimism when you want it. And that is how we can help grow it. Bring your thumbs to your heart. Pause for your heartbeat. You can hear your heartbeat. I can hear mine. Thumbs to third eye. Pause for kindness in your mind. Kindness is an optimism. Thank you so much for being here. I see your light. Namaste. Well, thank you very much for practicing with me today. If you want other videos or to practice this one again, jamescraigyoga.com. You can find all those as well as learning yoga poses and other things. Thank you again so much. Keep up your practice. You're awesome. Keep up your optimism. I'll see you next time. Aloha.